Boo. You just got tricked. You got tricked. The trick and the treat, you got tricked. What's good? These gloves are so shitty. Those Super Spike, Mad Dude, Miles, Plexi, Penguin, TJ Tharp, Oscar, dubiously from Iceland, Mashed Patat, Salty Eggs, Nemia, Tony, EJ, Ghastly, Choosing One, Psilosiphon, Fakant, Complex Awareness, Karma, Marley, Sylvana, Ipoin, okay, and Thomas, and Music Kid, and Zacinator. Okay, we made it. Chains. What the fuck? Mayoi. Cheap gloves. I got these at Spirit Halloween. I was so upset because I couldn't find good black gloves at the thrift store, but they had them there. They're not good. Look, I have to wear the gloves. Mayoi wears gloves like this. Well, not like this. Probably better gloves, but, you know. I don't know. Mayoi does seem kind of broke. He lives in the vents. Maybe he does wear shitty Spirit Halloween gloves. You're a Ditto from Pokemon Rumble? Oh my god. What a treat. Or perhaps a trick. But, yeah, everything I sourced this costume by myself, including this, Look, he's probably supposed to be wearing a dress shirt, but this is the closest thing I could find to a white shirt with, like, 2 front pockets, so, a white denim jacket is gonna have to do. Hello, Eisenhelm. Yeah, everything I sourced myself except for the wig. Andres bought me the wig. I don't think he's here. Am I supposed to be a Mayoi? Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you right now. That guy. I can't show you his casual outfit, though, because... well, they don't put that in the 3D MVs. That is Mayoi, though. That's what he looks like. And I am him. Ignore the popping on my chat. I can't fix that. It's YouTube's fault. He probably gets cold in that, so the denim is better. He probably does get cold. He lives in the vents. Like, unless the heating's on, he probably gets, like, really cold because of the AC. You decided to dress up as a Resident Evil? Which evil resident are you? I'm super cute. And my wig totally isn't a mess. Because I didn't rebrush it since the last time I wore it, but it's fine. I'm tired of getting purple hair everywhere. Stream is unwatchable for you? Well, I can't do anything about that, man. Everything's perfect on my end, because I'm a great streamer. Figure your business out. Oh, thank you, Music Kid, for the $2. Do a video with Moonsilk ASMR. Why do people think I know her? That is a woman, right? And if you tell me that I've already, like, been in a collab with her, I don't remember it at all, okay? I don't remember people. Who am I dressed up as? It's still Mayoi Ayase. From Ensemble Stars. I'm not surprised you don't talk to women. Ooh, sick burn. I talk to myself, that counts. Everyone just assumes the ASMR community all knows each other for some reason. Yeah, seriously, people telling me to do a crossover with certain people is like my come to Brazil. Give progressively sillier answers. I mean, how many characters have purple hair with a braid in it? Probably a lot, but none that I'm familiar with. Look at these gloves. I feel like I might be playing like the Grinch or something. Like, wearing gloves like this, it's like, am I about to be in a stage play? But thank you, Zackinator, for the $2. Give Google survey money, based. Come to Brazil or America. Probably go to America next year. Not happy about it, but that's the only place my mother ever goes in the winter. But by the way, I'm Mayoi OnStars. No. Well, it's in the description somewhere. Need to do a collab with my upstairs neighbor. Is this because of the dancing streams? I do exhibit very typical upstairs neighbor behavior because I pace a lot, and I also dance on stream, and I probably just ruin a lot of people's days. Thank you, Arc Arthur. I'm very kawaii and pretty. So, like, I did buy a wig cap for this wig, but it's kind of annoying to wear it and the wig, so I just tied my hair back and put the wig on top of it this time because you can't see the back of my head, so you're not gonna know. You don't know how much this wig is on or off my head. I can tell you, though, I don't know how to style it properly, so the bangs are just getting in my face constantly. Hello, Balisong Radio. Just... You know, I feel like in modern fashion, like, bangs have kind of fallen off. Not many people are getting their bangs cut these days, but, anime characters, they're keeping it alive. They love their bangs. Thank you, Music Kid, for the $2. It's your 5th super chat. Pacing is for people who T-Rex arm. That's me. How did you guess it was me? Which one is the Life Mate series? I forgot my own creations. I've made too many things. It's like when Araki goes back and reads JoJo's. I need is a denim vest and kind of look like John Marston from this angle. Isn't the jacket enough denim? Soulmate, maybe? Oh, maybe. I should finish that. Hello, Les V. Remember your soulmate's name shows up on your face? It wasn't the name, it was just like a mark. Was it the name? I don't remember what I wrote. It's hit character Mayoi from the hit gacha game Ensemble Stars. Or as you might know it as Ansamburu Sutazu. Because Japan. You know, if I was Japanese, I'd probably be a little bit pissed, because so many gacha games, even if they're completely in Japanese, have English words in them. Like, the original OnStars still uses, like, the perfect, great, and good rating for how you hit the notes in English in the Japanese version. Do you think Japanese players get annoyed? Like, oh great, I have to know, like, some words in another language to figure this out? I already made action figures for the 3rd Sonic movie. Well, there's gotta already be Sonic and Shadow action figures. Just dressed up as a gorilla. Classic SpongeBob reference. Use the wig, get one of those fake muscle suits and go as Cars. You've never played Ensemble Stars. Heresy. All of my followers play Ensemble Stars. No, none of you do. Not even the people who do. Zonstar's BL, I fucking wish. Sorry, please. These boys, some of them are so fucking gay for each other, but they won't even admit it. They're just like, they'll crack jokes about going on dates with each other and then never commit. Also, like, everybody is very clearly in love with the protagonist, the producer you play as, but because it's not a dating sim, no one's ever gonna go out with her. She turns everybody down by default. You don't get a choice. Am I talking about ensemble stars? A lot of English words are pretty ingrained in Japanese modern culture. Yeah, but they're usually in katakana, right? Like, you have to be able to read the alphabet in order to read those words. Oh yeah, I have the music. I can't even hear it right now. I don't have my headphones in. I thought it would ruin the illusion. Hold on. Which one of these is the right one? Yeah, I feel like this is setting a mood that I'm not playing along to. I'm taking it out, though. Dressing up as a banana and then slipping on a human. Contact Collection is your favorite gacha game? Is that available in English? I do like the I guess equal and opposite to Contact Collection, Token Ranbu. I played the video game for like 5 minutes and decided it wasn't for me, but I like the anime. Because a Contact Collection is just like girls that are Japanese warships, and Token Ranbu is guys that are ancient Japanese swords. You play more cat game? There's no more to play. I beat the game. I beat it a game. Metaphor Refantasio? Oh, cool. I can reuse this wig then. Not gonna be dressing up trick-or-treating, but you're gonna be handing out candy. Oh, that's nice. I'm not allowed to do that here. But I'm glad that you can do that. You know, you graduate from getting candy to giving it out. But you're still probably gonna eat some of the candy. Like, there's gonna be some left over at the end of the night, and throughout the night you're just gonna be munching. Tasty. Play it again? Why would I play it again? What about girls being boats? You don't understand the anime. The fake behind the slaughter. Well, we don't know if Purple Guy had purple hair. He always seemed kind of bald. Except in fan art. YouTuber Pastra? Yeah, he's not bad. He's just got bad taste in mascot horror. Like, I don't have beef with the guy, I disagree with a lot of his opinions. Vincent, no! Ancient sins! Just imagine that, where it's just like, oh yeah, his name is Vincent, and he's really cool and badass, and then he was just like an old British dude named Michael. Just Michael. He's Mike. He kills kids. Whatever. Chapters 3 and 4 of Deltarune are coming out next year. Well, at least we have time to prepare for it then. I would have been so mad if he had, like, released it during the end of the year, because I'm busy. Fake versus pastor battle over mascot horror. Listen, I don't think mascot horror is very scary, so... Oops. Like... Yeah, more people want to fuck Freddy Fazbear than run away from him, so... I'm not allowed to buy candy because then I'll keep it all in the house and other people in my house don't want it around. They can't trust their weak wills. Damn. You can't even, like, keep it in your room or something? No, Michael was his... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. His name was William, which is somehow worse. His name's Will. He kills people. Willie. Willie the murderer. That's even worse. I'm so scared of Barney, but he loves you. And you love him. You're somehow related. Last 3 streamers I watched use this music for background music too. I've got this Nobody Here Silent Hill fogcore playlist. I've just got that on repeat. I didn't know what else to put in there. Most kids don't go trick-or-treating around here. I'm so sad that that's falling off. I'm glad that it didn't fall off before I became an adult. Like, if I had been a kid and all of a sudden my parents were like, yeah, we're gonna do trunk-or-treating this year, I would have rioted. Fuck that. Does Barney count as found family? Well, he's like, we're a happy family, so yeah. Chapter 3 and 4 releasing at the same time. I fucking hate that, but it is what it is. I have a test tomorrow, so I can't do anything tonight, just study. Okay, having a test on a Friday after Halloween is fucking evil behavior. The giant baby from Resident Evil. Oh, that shit was so scary, but it was so cool. Like, the doll maker's house, Donna Beneviento, like, that shit was scary as hell, but she was so cool. It's like, people go to that old house with the dolls and they never come back, and I'm like, probably because they had such a great time they didn't want to leave. Teacher is evil, but it's also the hardest. Oh my god. We're praying to who I don't know. Sitting in costume waiting for trick-or-treaters. Ah, sad. You hate to see it. Seen Tomska's video on Barney the dinosaur? No. I haven't watched the Tomska video in forever, but he's on Tumblr though. Oh, Tumblr's redoing boops now. Because on April Fool's they had like these cat paws you could boop people with, and now they're doing it on Halloween too, but like the cat paws are like, you know, Halloween costumed up, so that's cute. Everybody really loves the boop feature. Not many people decorate for Halloween anymore. Like those people who do insane spreads on their front lawns with like skeletons and animatronics and shit. Those are the people truly keeping the tradition alive. I think the only reason it's falling off is because 1, kids aren't trick-or-treating, and 2, they start putting out the Christmas shit before Halloween now. Evil. Ice house is really cool, but because it's next to a waterfall, living there would decimate your hearing. I don't know, maybe she's already deaf. I mean, she's got like a thing on half her face. Maybe her hearing's bad, I don't know. Fix the search engine, Matt. How about we get Matt out of there and get somebody else to fix it? Matt fucking sucks. Right, I forgot. I gotta be careful with the water. You didn't see anything. I'm using my only one side of that hair is braided. It's just his style. Check this out. I didn't want to point this out because I didn't want to spoil, like, the gift of the wig, but they did put the braid on the wrong side, so we'll just pretend it's what he's doing this week. There's 2 Tumblr sexy men with purple hair and Metaphor Refantasio. Bad news, they're both bad guys. How's that bad news? That's awesome. 12-foot tall Wendigo animatronic? But, like, what kind? Is it like a dude with, like, a deer skull for a head, or is it the ones from that video game? They already have Halloween on clearance. I thought that was just, like, a bit. Like, when I go to the grocery store, they're like, oh yeah, we're having a sale on Halloween candy, and I'm like, okay, well, that's just the price you would have been selling it at anyway, because it's been on sale since you, like, put it out. But, like, if I go there tomorrow and the Halloween candy isn't on, like, severe discount, I'm gonna be disappointed. I think everyone's ready to go to Christmas and skip Halloween. I fucking hate that. Listen, Halloween's all I've got. Like, November is second worst month of the year for me. We don't even get Thanksgiving up here in November. We have that in October, and, like, that's fine, because October does feel more warm and Thanksgiving-like for me, but November's got fucking nothing. There's nothing to do. I've got to go to the dentist in November. Not happy about that, but there's nothing else. Come on. Best month and worst month? I don't know the best month. I couldn't make that kind of decision. But the worst month gotta be February. We all know this. Why is Thanksgiving in October for Canada? Because it is. And again, parties. Yeah, I went to a costume party. It was kind of low-key in the middle of nowhere, and it was fucking freezing. Which pisses me off, because, like, that was, I think, on the 26th. On the 26th, it was cold as shit for the Halloween party. And now it's actually Halloween, and it's, like, 18 degrees outside. This global warming is some serious shit, though, by the way. Like, that... Never in my life have I ever worn a t-shirt on Halloween. But I did today. January's the worst? No. January you get a few days off, and there's fireworks for a little bit of it. Technically, the fireworks do start at midnight, so it is the 1st. Northern Hemisphere problems. February is prime camping season here. Okay. I see how it is, and I don't know what countries are in the other hemisphere. Whatever. You know what I'm thinking of getting? My mom keeps bugging me to get more art for my walls. Says it, like, looks very sterile in here. She's specifically for my front hall. She's like, you need, like, some art for your front hall, like a picture or something. I'm thinking of just getting a big map of the world. Just labeled, you know? So I can finally get a handle on my terrible geography. It's like, I'll never be confused about where a country is again. I'll just refer to the map in my front hall. Happy Samhain. Oh, that's old school. Angie, you have a 6-foot tall black guy you're speaking through? I feel like that'd be kind of racist of me to do. I can't race fake. Look at me. I'm like a vampire. Welcome to Canada where you freeze your ass off. Yeah. It's like, if you're really clever, you will create a Halloween costume for yourself that involves a sweater. It's going to rain where I'm from. Yeah, that sucks. I've seen it before, though. Say roundabout. I'll be a roundabout. I'll spend the day away. I don't know the lyrics. Goodbye, Yami Chase. So talking about headline shit? What headline shit? What'd I talk about? The most obviously fake thing. I should have made a Mayoi VTuber model. Actually, I do have one of those, but it looks like shit. Nobody would ever want to see that. Going camping with a pagan group. You're gonna freeze your butts off. Yeah, no shit. Camping in November. The reason you don't know the lyrics mostly because you know it from memes? No. I have the song on my phone. It's a good song. They just kind of mumble the lyrics. What's the... Sounds like factory machinery. Where are we in the playlist? It's Betrayal. It's a song from Silent Hill. I'm just listening to Silent Hill songs. I don't know. I can't hear any of them. I don't have my headphones in. That's on me. Should I listen? Was it, like, too loud? Man, this is really killing the vibe, huh? What is this, anyway? Black Fairy. That's my favorite sort of sound to make. I'm just like, interesting. The Silent Hill soundtrack match Mayoi? No, but it's Halloween. Look. Got one of these little pumpkin doodads. Look at it. It's kind of slippery and hard to hold with these gloves. Sounds like Yoda. Fabulous. I'm as smart as him. Play the RE2 soundtrack. I could. Thank you, Goofy. Appreciate the algorithm boost. Real music, video game music, yeah. I think like the most recent conventional sort of song that I put on my phone. The first was like, well, no, that was a mega mix of like a bunch of different pop songs, but like the most conventional sort of song I put on my phone was "The Boy Is Mine" from, I think it was by Ariana Grande. And yeah, she's just singing about how like she's a fan of this boy, and I find it very relatable because I'm a fan of this boy, Mayoi. He's like, that boy is mine. I'm like, I totally understand it. He's your bias. Or like, your Oshi or whatever. You stan him. I understand. Hello to the Philippines, unwanted parasite. I do great live streams. I want you all to know this. Love the Myers theme? What's that? Myery. Wig or actual... Oh, I wish this was my actual hair. It's a wig. Even with my hair cut, like, super short, it's like a huge pain getting it all under the wig. So, I think if I ever do try to cosplay Mayoi again, I'm just gonna grow my hair out really long and dye it purple and then braid it and be like, hey, I'm Mayoi now. Yeah, star-crossed lovers, because one of us doesn't exist. Which game does he come from? From Ensemble Stars. Music, specifically. He's not in he's not Ensemble Stars Basic. Because he's not a basic bitch. He's not in that one. Yeah. Well, actually, no, he might be. I guess he is in music. He is in Basic, because Basic just kept going after they make music, so they're just like... He's just in the standard game. That's not a rhythm game, it's just an idle management game. I don't know how the hell it got as big as it did. They were having actual, like, concerts for this series before music came out, all based off of a really kind of shitty looking gacha game. Go bald. Yeah, those are the two options. Grow my hair out really long to cosplay Mayoi, or just cut it all off so I can fit under the wig easier. You were cosplaying your avatar. Hair's too long. It would probably be kind of easy to find, well, not anymore, because Spirit Halloween's probably closing now. It would probably be relatively easy to find a short purple wig that's like kind of like wavy. Or I could just cut it myself. Not with that attitude, right? I'm going to Silent Hill. I'm going to find Mayoi. That's what I'm going to do. Why isn't Spirit Halloween all year long? I know there are like certain costume stores that stay open all year, but they probably don't make a whole lot of money. Like, Spirit Halloween is just like a once a year thing. I'm sure like whoever owns it also owns like a bunch of other businesses that may or may not be temporary. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like a spin-off of Party City or something, but they only show up once a year, try to make as much money as they can off of Halloween shit, and then leave. Went to the store to grab stuff for dinner, and a kid gave me taffy for having a bad costume in my regular clothes. And I heard the mom say I looked like a broke No, that's so mean. What the hell? Who the fuck just wears a costume at the grocery store? Like, if I saw somebody in a costume at a grocery store, I'd just be like, oh, they forgot to grab some stuff before they went to a party, that's fine. But if I see people in their regular clothes, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Who'd wear their costume to a grocery store? How many countries have I been to? That's a great question. I don't know. I'm just outing myself as like a shitty tourist by listing all like southern countries. Let's see. The Canada. The America. Hold on. I'm gonna count from this. Canada, America, Mexico, Cuba, the Dominican Republic. That's fucking it, man. My family really likes to go on vacation in southern countries. Like a lot. Not Brazil. You can say come to Brazil to me because I've never been there. I know, we're such fucking tourists. We don't even like go there to like immerse ourselves in the culture. We go to fucking resorts. And I say we because I've never chosen to go to a southern country on my own. It's always been my parents that are like, hey, we're going to this place for a week. You want to go too? And I'm like, I'm not going to turn down a vacation in a place where it's warm in the dead of winter, so oops. I'm a fucking tourist. You never dressed up for Halloween? You should start. Just like a little smear of blood on your face. Vampire costume. Don't play Metaphor Refantasia, it'll be way too hard for you. Is this like some sort of reverse psychology? Like this game's way too hard for you. I don't even think you'd want to touch it. Imagine ever leaving Canada? I don't know, man. I think the percentage of Canadians who have passports is way higher than Americans who do. I think it's bullshit we need passports to get into America. I don't think it was always like that. I think that's only happened in like the last 30 years or so that you need a passport to get into the US. I feel like we should have a deal there. Like, we're right next door to each other. How come I need a passport to go down there? They're right fucking there. This is ridiculous. I should just be able to show them my driver's license and they let me through. It's my dream vacation. I don't know. I don't really dream of going places. I don't like traveling. Isn't there a town in Canada where you can cross the street and be in America? You can, like, walk across a field and be in America around here. Not to dox myself, but I'm not too far from the border. And, like, I don't know, I feel like I should just be able to walk across and it shouldn't be a problem. You get in trouble for walking across. Like, some kids, like, walked across a field that was half American and they got in shit for it. Like, how were they supposed to know? Blame the Twin Towers event for passports? Yeah. I mean, that's great. If somebody's going to attack the US, they're not going to do it by walking across the border. That doesn't involve planes whatsoever. And if you walk, it doesn't even involve a vehicle. I remember, I don't know when the regulations got a lot harsher. I remember I had to get a passport, I think as a teenager, but it used to be that if you were like under 10, you could get into the US on the strength of like your parents' passport if you were traveling with them. But now, like, friggin' babies need passports. It's insane. If you get a baby a passport, do you bother going? Because they come in like 2 different forms, 5-year and 10-year. That's how long they last before they expire. If you're getting a passport for like a 2-year-old, do you get the 10-year one even though the picture's gonna be really out of date by the time it's almost expired? Tunnel your way into America. What have you come back to? We're talking about passports. I just want it to be easier to travel. Because I don't like doing it. Think there are cheaper passport cards available for just travel in North America? Oh yeah. Hey, when are we gonna get on that Kanzuk thing? It's kind of a genius idea, wasn't it? Like, it's the Commonwealth thing, where you wouldn't need a passport to travel between Canada, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. That'd be a great idea. Probably never gonna happen, though. Or would I go in America given the chance? I go to America, like, way more frequently than I want to, and I don't know, Disney World? But Disney World isn't even that good. Like, I've been to Disney World at least twice, and it was fun when I was, like, 6, but now it's all lines. Like, you go to that Star Wars place, and there's, like, one ride. Kinda boring. Traveling from Finland to Estonia doesn't require a passport most of the time, for some reason, even though they aren't connected by direct land. Aren't they both part of the EU, though? Don't make fun of me if I'm wrong about that. Again, gotta get that map. Then just go to normal theme parks? Yeah, I guess that'd be fine. Why do I feel like I've been to a Six Flags in the US? I definitely haven't. I just feel like a Six Flags kind of person. I don't know. It's a bad idea, but I kind of want to go back to Vegas. I went to Vegas when I was 14. Bad time to go. Especially when you're obsessed with gambling. Because before I was legally allowed to gamble, I was like, oh, I bet it's so fun to gamble. And then my family went to Vegas on vacation. And in Vegas, like, if you're under 18, no, under 21, stupid. If you're under 21, you're not even allowed to, like, stand near the machines for too long. They literally have signs on them that are like, if you're under 21, stay the fuck away from these machines. Universal Studios still slaps. I don't know, I went there too and it, like, wasn't amazing. Do any of the stream or were we just chatting? I might not have actually planned anything. I brought, like, candy. I went to, like, one of those specialty candy stores that sells you weird candies, and I bought, like, this, but... I'm wearing gloves, so I can't really eat candy right now. Imagine gambling as a 14-year-old. I did play, what was it, like, pocket slots on Neopets, but they removed that game because it was gambling. Like, it's still in my favorites list on neopets.com, but you can't access it. Eat with a fork? Eat fucking chocolate-covered raisins with a fork? Common practice at casinos is to get gamblers alcohol in hopes they gamble more. Oh. Okay. You know, have I ever told you guys the story of how I went to a casino and then never again? Was thou like to hear a tale? Yeah, Neopets, like, literally has a stock market. That's just gambling. It's the greatest seat ever. I don't know, when I went to Vegas, it was, like, kind of cold. I think it was February. I'm not sure. Tell us your tale, dollar store Mayoi. Okay, okay. Here's why I don't have a gambling addiction anymore. Or why I might have had one, but then I stopped, like, at the beginning. Okay. So, my entire youth, I spent my time thinking, gambling's gotta be so fun. And plus, if you get lucky, you make a lot of money off of it. Even though that's statistically very unlikely. So I spent my whole childhood being like, I want to go to a casino. I bet that'd be so fun. So, the legal gambling age here is 18, but the legal drinking age is 19. So, if you're 18, you can buy, like, scratch-offs at a gas station, but you can't get into a casino because they serve alcohol there, which is dumb. So, for my 19th birthday, my mom was like, hey, you're always talking about how fun it must be to gamble. Why don't we take you to a casino for your 19th birthday? Because you'll be old enough to gamble. And I'm like, looking back, it might have been like a little bit irresponsible of my parents to be like, hey, do you want to go gambling now that you're, like, the second you're legally allowed to? But anyway, we all get together and we go to this casino that was kind of far away. And, well, long story short, I lost $100 just playing the slots, because I didn't like the card games or, like, roulette or anything. I lost $100. And I've never been back since. I don't know if my parents expected that to happen, but it's kind of like making your kids smoke the whole pack of cigarettes after you catch them smoking one. It's just like, yeah, you want to gamble? Oops, you lost $100. And I was like, wow, this fucking sucks. Never mind. And then later in the day, my grandma gave me $100 because it was my birthday. And I was like, man, if I hadn't, like, spent all that money gambling, I could have had $200 right now. So, like, I broke even in the end, but I was still like, I could have fucking had $200 right now. Lost $100, but you're not addicted to it. It's a win. Yeah, for real. It's like, learn that lesson the hard way. If you'd won $100 your whole life would have been different. Oh, probably. If I had hit the jackpot, I think I would be chasing that for the rest of my life. It would have ruined me. Fortunately, I'm terrible at gambling. Very carefully drinking water. I only try my luck on those coin pusher games at arcade places. I mean, I do play gacha games now, which is basically gambling, but like, I don't spend real money on it. Skill issue on those slots. Yeah, I was just like, I was gambling too much at once. Like, the way you're supposed to play those is just you gamble a few cents at a time, but I was like doing like $5. How you be good at a luck-based game? I don't know. There was that one guy on Jeopardy who was like a professional gambler, and he was there for like a month. Odds are so messed up. Okay, so you are allowed to like vote on who the president. I guess they couldn't stop you from voting on who the president's gonna be, or gambling on who it's gonna be. Gacha games are cute gambling. Yeah, they really should regulate that, but you know, they're not gonna. Isn't gacha just gambling, but you don't win any money? You win PNGs. Not politics in my gambling stream. Professional gambler is slang for unemployed, but he was rich as fuck. At least he was after he was done with Jeopardy. So how people were setting ballot boxes on fire. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Listen. I'm desperately hoping that we don't have a snap election this year. At least, like, especially if the US goes bad again. Not that it's not already bad, but, you know. If that Cheeto gets in office, the idea of a snap election would be fucking nightmarish here. What's a snap election? I don't exactly know how it works, but, like, if the opposition of the whoever's in charge of the government, like the Conservative Party, the Liberals are in charge right now, if they like join forces with the other parties and they have enough seats or whatever, they can force an election. They'll just be like, yeah, we're doing another election, so they can hopefully vote Trudeau out or something. I'm kind of fucking scared. Like, I'm worried about the American election, but I'm way more fucking worried about a snap election here, because if they do that, the Conservatives are gonna win because Trudeau keeps fucking everything up. They're like, oh yeah, he's gonna go for his 4th term, and I'm like, he better fucking not. Because if he does that, the vote's gonna be split between Liberals and NDP, and then Conservatives are gonna win. Great. Because the last Conservative Prime Minister did such a great job. Isn't Canada offering asylum to people in the US of some kind? I mean, they offer, like, asylum for, like, people who, like, have to flee their home countries. I guess you could do that from the US. There are people who, cross the border through various means to seek asylum, but they're not usually, like, American citizens. They're people who have gotten to the US and then try to get to Canada so that they don't get, like, what's the word? Deported. I don't know, it's complicated. Is my costume a Mayoi ISA? They changed the subject? Yes. Okay, so here's a fun bit of news. I'm wasting money. Well, technically, it's like, I kind of see like the money I have in my PayPal account as like free money. This isn't smart, because I'm not a smart person, but that's what it is. It's the money I make from commissions and my audio sales. It's just like, that money's there, and if I want to buy something online that takes PayPal, I could just take the money out of there. Like, I was reading a manga, and then it was one of those fun scanlation groups that put memes at the end of every chapter, and they're just like, oh yeah, I bought too much from this anime merch reseller website, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of that. And then I go over there. They're having a special promotion where they don't charge any shipping until the end of October, and I was like, well, I'm gonna take a look around there, and I ended up spending like $50. But the good news is that the prices were all in yen, which they convert to Canadian for me, but because I have yen in my PayPal account, I didn't have to convert anything to buy it. Who left all this free money here? Listen, the money I need to live is in my bank account. Technically. What's it called? I think it's Suruga. Yeah, I think. I might still have the tab open. Hold on. Because, like, the series I was looking up had, like, 5,000 search results. They have a lot of merch. Just so many pop-up shops and collaborations is ridiculous. What's it called? Yeah, Suruga-yeah. Oh, the playlist started over. Oh, ghostly tunes, spooky Nintendo and video game mix. Hooray! Like, the picture is Rosalina dressed up as a witch. How kawaii. Give rom-com recommendations? I don't watch rom-coms. That's a movie genre I don't enjoy, but if you're looking for anime, well, I guess you'd call it a rom-com, but they never really get together. Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. I was thinking about it because earlier today I saw a post that was like, Japan's high court declared the same-sex marriage ban unconstitutional. So I was thinking about that bit in Nozaki-kun where he's trying to write a BL and he's like, gay marriage is not legal here. I can't wait one day to see that screenshot with the knot blacked out. I think that'd be a great meme. That's gonna do numbers on Tumblr someday, if they ever legalize gay marriage in Japan. I know in, like, certain prefectures it's legal, but, like, across the board. Do that shit. For the Yuri. Thank you, Alex. I look amazing. If you give any anime or show a season 2, which would it be? I mean, it already has a season 2, but I would want them to dub season 2 of The Vampire Dies in No Time, or season 2 of Psyche K. Just fucking Funimation. They're just like, yep, we're gonna dub the first season, and then fuck the second season. Can't afford it. Of course, in Psyche K's case, I get double mad about that, because they dubbed the first season, not the second season, then it got bought by Netflix, and they did a Netflix season which is dubbed with different voice actors, and they never even touched season 2 to dub it. So, what was the fucking point? Thoughts on video game remakes? Generally a good idea. Seems like most of the video game remakes have been pretty good. What do you mean, ooh, dub? Some of us don't feel like reading subtitles. Like, literally, if I'm watching an anime I've already seen and it's not dubbed, I just turn the subtitles off. I don't want to read that shit. I know what happens. Yeah, I like dubs. Listen, I'm talking about The Vampire Dies in No Time. That might be the series that I bought all that merch for, because I'm a little obsessed now. But, the dub for season 1, the only dub of The Vampire Dies in No Time, is really fucking good. The guy who voices the main character does a really good job. English voice acting's that. Yeah, we're not still in like the Resident Evil 1 era where it's like where it's stiff as hell. No, like there are people with actual like voice acting chops taking on dubs now. Pro ZD could tell you that. 2000s dubs are really bad. I've tried to go back and watch like dubs of old shows I liked as a kid and I just can't fucking do it. It's terrible. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. Okay. I feel like I might have heard of that. Dubs really got good more generally around 2013. Yeah, I think I first noticed dubs getting really good. Like, I think... Well, I know the dub for Hellsing Ultimate was really good, and that was interesting because I don't think the dub for the original Hellsing anime was all that good, but it had the same voice actors, so it was really weird seeing them come back and, like, do a better job. But, I first noticed dubs really getting good around the time of, the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, wow. They really went all out with this dub. Haruhi had a decent dub. Yeah, I think I remember that. Well, Lucky Star, I think it was well acted, but it was kind of weird because all the characters were trying to mimic, like, the typical high-pitched anime girl voice in English, so it sounds kind of bizarre, but generally good acting. Triggering Gynax dubs? Oh my god, Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill had a great dub. No notes. Great dub on Kill la Kill. So can't stand playing the English version of Shenmue because that dub is awful. Well, it was the 2000s. Your teacher pulled up with a Gojo costume? Wait, was it Gojo or Kakashi? They look the same. Oh, thank you, Salty Eggs, for gifting 5 fake memberships. Yay! You got some good ones. Panty and Stocking had a good dub because it was stylized like a Western cartoon. Oh, yeah. I never saw the last episode of that, though, because it wasn't posted to YouTube. You saw nothing. Hello, Jack. You rewatched in the dub? To be honest, I've never seen the sub version. The dub was a little weird, I remember, because I think they only dubbed it as it came out on Blu-ray, and they released it on Blu-ray, I think, like, 4 episodes at a time? I could be wrong about this, but I remember, like, watching the dub and then being like, oh, there's no more of this, because they haven't released the Blu-rays yet. I feel like fan service has gotten a little weird. They've been doing that with, like, teenage girls since anime has, like, first existed. Like, all the way back in, like, Urusei Yatsura. Like, it's been that way forever. They did do that, okay. It took them so long that people were actually doing fan dubs of the episodes that hadn't come out yet. I remember watching the official dub for, I think, I don't know, episode 6 or something, and be like, wow, look at all the differences between how the fan dubbed it and how the official one did. But, like, seriously, the dub was so badass. It's just... I always think about that one episode where, I think Ryuko is, like, fighting, Satsuki, and they're like, scissor blade, decapitation mode! That was badass. Did you watch Uzumaki? No. Come on! The motherfucker. Why does this keep happening? Like, every stream after like an hour I get disconnected. Can anybody hear me? Does anybody see me being Mayoi? Please. And The Angel Next Door spoils me rotten. Has no fan service so far. Really? You can see my hands. My only hands. I'm so mad. It keeps doing that for no reason. I think I need to update OBS or something. Did you watch the fun? No, I didn't watch it. I heard the first episode was good, but then it fell off. PC just doesn't like your stream? Dude, like, check if your PC's running some extra shit in the background. I don't, like, what's going on, man? Gonna resume watching anime. Okay, bye. And then the Don't Lose Your Way song plays. God, it's so fucking good. I mean, if there's one thing you could say about Kill la Kill, it's definitely equal opportunity fan service. Basically, everybody gets naked. Spiral Anime had different directors for the 2 episodes. Oh yeah, that always works out. When you have a different director for the follow-up to something that was, like, really good. Just like in Star Wars, right? It was a really great idea to change directors in between movies, right? Your cute voice? Where? Like pumpkins? Nice. What song is this? What fucking song? Oh, it's the Forest Temple. Bruh. I just realized you guys can, like, see whenever I change tabs. But I don't care. There's no rules. Gonna watch Linkara's horror... Did he make a movie? Or is he, like, streaming a horror movie? Technically, they did change directors in the original trilogy, and yet somehow it worked there. Or did it? Do you think people were bitching about the Ewoks back in the day? Whatever's clogging your PC is invisible. Like... Do you ever look at the thing that's like... What the fuck's it called? You hit Control-Alt-Delete and then you open it. Why don't I remember what it's called? Is it the control panel? Task Manager. Check the Task Manager. Like, one time, like, I swear mine's fucking with me because I went in there and it was like, oh my god, we're running at like 90% capacity, but as soon as I looked at it, it went back down to like 12%, and I was like, what are you fucking doing when I'm not looking, man? I'm trying to get behind you saying everybody gets naked, like, where did that... That's just what happens in Kill la Kill. Because the clothes are being made by an evil alien that wants to take over the world, so everybody has to get naked. But they also use the clothes to gain superpowers and fight. They're called life fibers. It's a good show. Oh yeah, that's right. I was hoping to do like a bit of a Halloween vibe. Sorry if this hurts anybody's eyes. I just wasn't sure about the lighting, but I had orange mood lighting. It's kind of ruined by the computer screen. Gross. You can kind of see like the split where my buttons are. Don't look at my shirt. I'm wearing a tank top underneath this, but still, don't look. The nudity is a metaphor for self-confidence, but it's also nudity. Yeah. Like, there's literally a whole thing where if you're embarrassed while wearing an incredibly revealing outfit, it becomes harder to fight in. Scandalous as shirt. Yeah, you're like projector screen titties, and I'm like, do I not look like a flat-chested person right now? Am I not doing the man chest? But still don't look. Baka. You gonna put another window over the stream? Okay. Or you could just, like, minimize the screen. How not to summon a demon lord? We need that level of fan service. I heard that show was, like, kind of good. Like, I don't know, it just... Apparently it's one of those shows where it's, like, more fun because the girls are into it, too, instead of just being, like, tsundere about it. It is good. It wasn't bad. Okay. Conflicting reports. The screen is already minimized. Oh my god. It was the FBI. You know what I miss? I miss when you would go into, like, search nearby Wi-Fi networks, and there would be one called FBI Surveillance Van. You never see that anymore. Even though it never made any sense because we're in Canada. We don't have the FBI. But if you call it like the RCMP surveillance van, I don't think anybody would have gotten it. Someone who doesn't watch anime, as it really has so much fan service. I mean, it depends on what you're watching. I will say, like, compared to a lot of other mediums, anime does have a high level of nudity, but I think that's just, like... I think that's just because of different customs. Like, in Japan, like, people being naked isn't as big of a deal. Like, obviously they don't have, like, streakers, but they have, like, hot springs where basically everybody is naked and nobody cares, so... Like, if you live in a place with, like, naturally occurring hot springs, you just kind of don't give a shit about wearing clothes all the time. You think you don't have FBI. Some anime are very uptight about nudity, I guess. I mean, they censor nudity. Like, even if a character is naked, they'll just, like, have a beam of bright light so you can't, like, see anything, but, you know. Japan can buy used women's underwear in a vending machine? Okay. That's, like, a meme, but is that actually, like, was that ever fucking true? Doesn't Japan censor their porn? Yeah. That's because of America. I don't have time to explain the whole history of why Japan is, like, kind of repressed about porn despite having a lot of it, but I can promise you it's America's fault. It's because those damn gunboats open the country. Stop having it be closed. I mean, I know legally they have to censor the dicks and other bits in, like, in porn in Japan, but I don't think anybody would, like, go to jail over not doing that. There's just not really like an incentive to take that law off the books. Much porn was there in Meiji era Japan? I don't know. I think there is actually like ancient Japanese art of like a woman and an octopus. I think that's a real thing that happened. Japan, they have panty vending machines. Listen, Japan is well known for having a wide variety of vending machines, which I would love to see for myself. I would love that variety of drinks, but I don't think they're selling underwear. Unless, like, it's in, like, a very specific location. If you're in a sex club, yeah, sure, vending machine full of underwear, but I don't think that's just out on the street. Yeah, that's real? Okay, yeah. Wait, the octopus thing or the vending machines? It is? Okay, well. It's not illegal to sell underwear out of a vending machine. I'll just say that. It's like when my parents get really judgy about people acting weird on the street. Like, there was a dude carrying a chair and an umbrella, even though it was, like, a sunny day. And I was just like, well, it's weird, but it's not illegal to carry around a chair and an umbrella, so, like, whatever. Who's restocking those vending machines? Anybody? It's a job? I don't know. Don't they have porn in vending machines? Although that's not that weird. I feel like that's a thing, and that was a thing in the West when, like, physical porn was a thing in the West. That was probably a thing here. Underwear is nothing without the wearer? Yeah. But they're not gonna sell the people wearing the underwear in the vending machine. Is the underwear vending machine that much weirder than selling cock rings and condom and petrol station toilets? I didn't know they did that, but no, it's not really that weird. I mean, like, this is just one of those things where people are like, oh, Japanese people specifically are weird perverts, but nah, it's just, people are weird everywhere. Does physical porn not exist anymore? I'm certain it does. I'm certain it exists. It has to. Because I keep seeing it in anime. Like, if a character's a pervert, it's not like, oh, they're watching, like, porn vids on their phone. No, they always have, like, a physical porn magazine, which leads me to believe that, at least in Japan, porn mags are the last bastion of print media. I mean, hell, I'll stand by the porn mags if they're keeping, like, physically printed magazines in circulation. Fake goes to a sex shop. This is just like one of my Japanese animes. Well, I mean, Playboy doesn't even do, like, nudes anymore, so I don't know. I don't even know if Playboy's still a thing, but I remember it being, like, a big deal when they announced, like, yeah, we're not doing, like, smut anymore. We're just a magazine. What was that retracted message? What did you just say to me? What song is this? 2D is better than 3D? It's still the... What? Oh. The friggin' readout keeps breaking every time I tab away, so it says we're still in the Forest Temple. But that was Submerged Castle from Pikmin 2. Yeah. I'm allergic to whatever's in this wig. Not really. Oh no, I dropped some frames. What the fuck? The classic I only read Playboy for the articles. I don't know, according to some comments I read, they did have, like, legitimately good articles. I'd buy it. Thank you all for blessing me. Water Dungeon Twilight Princess. I'm allergic to this music. This isn't good. But I'm not changing it. Ugh. They did, not that I'd know. Oh, Andres, I didn't see you there. Thanks for the wig, by the way. Thanks, Tad, for leaving your magazines unattended. Man, I'm not gonna speculate on that within my family. I just know that, like, were such things found, there would have been divorce. She's getting too powerful. She's running NATO checkpoints. I don't know what that means. Bro, what the fuck is this noise? City... Who's in... What fucking creature is in the city in the sky that makes this noise? Anime is so widespread that even the Vatican... Oh my god, the Vatican anime character. I think it's a boy, but like... Bruh. One, kawaii religious propaganda. Two, isn't that idolatry? I thought they were against that. Or is that just like Protestants? It's a girl. Okay. It's a girl showing her legs. That's bad. Okay, I'm really sorry about this, but this is bugging the hell out of me. There, Jesus Christ. Fucking lips are chapped as hell. I know tearing the skin off is a bad thing to do, but I don't care. I'm tired of that shit. It's bugging the hell out of me. Need to show her shoulders too. Luce, the Vatican anime character, is non-binary. I fucking wish. Just like the Catholic Church announcing that it accepts non-binary as a valid identity through their fucking anime mascot. Apologize for taking off the glove. No, I apologize for doing something gross like ripping skin off my lip, which is what I just did. I know you guys couldn't see it, but it was still gross. Happy Halloween, obvious shadow. I guess I did forget to say Happy Halloween, but I guess you guys got that. You got it. I couldn't find like a, I couldn't find a black ribbon in time for this wig, but I guess it's fine. Pope's kind of base these days. Didn't he call people a bunch of slurs? Like, he keeps saying, like, the Italian F slur. Also, I'm gonna be the one, like, it's like that, meme. You do not, under any circumstances, have to hand it to the Catholic Church. Did anyone at the party you went to know who Mayoi is? Fucking nobody. Not a one. Like, I was like, well, the hair on this wig doesn't look quite right, but nobody fucking knows who this is anyway, so it doesn't matter. It was just like, eventually they were like, who are you supposed to be? I'm like, I'm a character from a video game. They're like, oh, but who? And I'm like, Mayoi Isa from Ensemble Stars. And they're like, I don't know who that is. And I'm like, I know you don't know who that is. What is this music? Stone Tower Temple inverted. Oh, friggin' courses from Majora's Mask. Everyone has called people a bunch of slurs. But do you guys think I'm making that up? That's a true story. Rare ones play Twisted Metal Black ambiance. What is the Twisted Metal Black ambiance? I thought it was all just like racing. This is amazing. I'm like an hour and a half into this live stream and nobody's texted me. I feel so free. They got that ocarina in them. This is all because MatPat gave the Pope a copy of Undertale. Yeah. Last I heard of him, he doesn't think hell actually exists, and if it did, he believes it would be empty. Right. I mean, good for him. He's still in charge of the Catholic Church. I didn't forget what those priests did. Or what they did with the priests that did those things. Which was nothing. Majora's Mask, such a vibe. A scary vibe. Biblically speaking, we know jack shit about hell. Yeah. But who the fuck reads the Bible anyway? You keep watching Elvira movies? That's very specific. Have a good time. MatPat might have made this possible. MatPat might have made the Pope say slurs. Does that guy do anything now, or is he like fully retired? No live streams, no nothing? No more theorizing. He's free from, I don't know, Scott Cawthon and being bothered by the people who make that game about the neighbor. I think he works behind the scenes. Okay, yeah. He still appears in videos. Alright. Like, bro's not that much older than me. It's just like, he's like, yep, I have a baby now, so I'm retiring from my YouTube channel. He recently retired from live streams, actually. I'm so fucking mad. Like, these people that, like, break big doing my dream, and then they're like, yep, I'm done forever. It just makes me mad. They have a right to do what they want, but there are so many, like, creators that are incredibly successful, and they're just like, making videos about video games is too hard, so I'm just gonna, like, leave and do something else, and, like, never be in the public eye ever again. And I'm like, why do you squander what I dream of? I think in 15 years, when his kid is sort of independent, he'll start making theories again. Do you think he stopped? Like, I remember seeing a post that was like, all MatPat does is lie to children, which is kind of true. He just makes bullshit up to, like, support his theories, and then he's just like, yep, that goes out there. Do you think he stopped making them because he has a kid now, and he's like, I don't want to lie to kids if I have my own kid? Rather leave early than go until the eventual allegations. Listen, the only allegations against him are that he makes stupid theories. Like, he's not a good YouTuber, and, like, his writing was always bad. But I don't think he's, like, a shitty person. He just makes shitty videos. May not be a matter of too hard, but rather too popular. Yeah, I guess he probably couldn't go anywhere without getting swarmed by people. Concept of hell has no theological backing. It's entirely an invention of the Christian church. I mean, yeah, but everything is an invention of some religion, so... Like, yeah, I'm sure... Like, I've heard before that Jewish tradition does not have a hell at all. That was made up by the Christians, but all the Jewish stuff was made up too, so... It's all fake. Not me. Means it's not real. Sorry, Reddit atheist moment. I don't believe in religion. I gotta scare people off every now and then. Hopefully you get to the point where you can retire from streaming. At this rate, I'm gonna be retiring, like, well past retirement age, like most people these days. Some of those videos... Look, I'm not going to deny that some of the early game theory videos were fun, but then again, he was like, oh, the pyro's gotta be a woman because their fingers are certain lengths. You gonna be talking about anime boys from the retirement home? Hell yeah. By the time I'm in a retirement home, there might be like some legit silver foxes on the anime scene. Those will be my new husbandos. Am I getting my Gamer Subs sponsorship? I don't drink that crap. I'm drinking water. Can I get sponsored by like an actual energy drink, like Rain? It's not good, but it tastes better than most of them. I think people took game theory too seriously. I just look at the playlist of all the fucking FNAF theories, and half of them are like, this is the final FNAF theory, the perfect timeline, and then, like, 2 weeks later, he's making another FNAF video. Joseph Joestar? No. He fell off. Like, he could kind of get it in part 3, but then part 4 happened and we realized that bro was, like, stepping out. And as soon as he got, like, really old, it was like, whoa, bruh, what's with that hat? Christianity before it took on Roman and Norse aspects due to syncretism. But, like, in Norse mythology, they had, like, a god of death, I think, called Hel, but, like, I don't think there was, like, any hell-like aspects to it. It was the afterlife, but I don't think there was any, like, torment or torture, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Lavender Town. Is this like... Okay, this is the remix from Let's Go Pikachu. If you play the original one, it'll make you sick. Hela, and she was the goddess of one possible afterlife. Right. Hell was a place of bitter cold. And yet every other place just makes it really hot. Every religion has a concept of hell. Not all of them. We were just talking about how Judaism doesn't have a hell. It was the dishonored dead. Okay. We up in that shield. What? Look, I'm not going to pretend I know anything about Norse mythology outside of OSP's videos. Stance on AI? I don't like it. I think, like, people argue, like, oh, it doesn't actually take up much more energy than people just using their computers already, which may or may not be true, and, like... the arguments for art having a soul, that's, like, dumb. But I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm not taking like a big moral stance or against like art theft here, but I don't fucking like it. When I'm scrolling through a tag on Tumblr and I come across some obviously AI generated art that's very smooth and weird, I'm like, I don't fucking like that. And also those weird AI generated videos they make where people like transform into things, like that one where those people on the bed turn into dogs. I fucking hate that shit. It's creepy. Like, Critical just made a video recently about AI generated videos of him, and he showed some clips of them, and they're fucking scary. I don't like looking at them. They just set off alarm bells. I'm like, that's not real and it's not right. Sheol, abode of the dead in the Hebrew Bible. God damn, man. You know way more about Judaism than I do. Oh yeah, I recently got the Google, like, showing me the AI summary thing, and I'm like, I don't like this. Stop doing that. Recommissioning the 3 Mile Island B reactor to power their AI bullshit. Yeah. Like, sure, maybe, like, those stupid, like, here's an AI that summarizes emails so you don't have to read them, or it writes an email for you. Maybe those aren't using much power in the grand scheme of things, but I don't know, it's clearly using more power. Anime girls transforming into vehicles like cars, they already do that. There's already like a bunch of anime shorts of girls transforming into planes. And those were unsettling, but at least somebody animated that. Oh, you're sitting outside giving out candy? Nice. Pleasantly surprised by the Slime Girl audio? Thank you. I kind of wrote that one on a whim. Uses 30 times the power of a regular Google search? That sucks. Is there a way to opt out of it? Isn't there an Animorphs TV show? Probably. But like, the effects for changing the kids into animals were already like cheap as hell on the cover of the books. I don't think the show would have been any better. Brother's using it to help with his novel. Again, it's just like, why would I bother to read something nobody bothered to write? There's, I've been seeing them posted by, I don't know if this is real or if it's like a joke she's making, but, it's like an AI response to YouTube comments, and she has it in like her YouTube studio setup or dashboard or something, where it'll try to mimic her tone to like just automatically create responses to comments, and every time it just comes up with like the most demented shit possible. It's like she talks about a lot of serious topics in her videos, and just the AI will say stuff that sounds like her tone of voice but is completely insane. I really hope that never like hits my YouTube channel. Like maybe it gets tested on the bigger channels first, but it's fucking creepy. Wonder if AI ASMR will ever become a thing. It's already a thing. I mean, I'm not even talking about the people who use obviously AI generated thumbnails, like fine, whatever, but there are AI voice ASMR videos. Like they just get an AI to voice like some script they find on Reddit. It's weird. And, you know, they've already got those AI chatbots that they can take just like a photo of a model and make it move. It's weird. But why? For money. Like, if you go on Amazon, you can find, like, a bunch of books that are, like, recipe books or instructional books that are all just AI generated crap, and you'll see it in the reviews. They'll just be like, yeah, the writing in this book doesn't make any sense, and it's because it's AI generated. Programmer who did an AI of his deceased sister. I did not hear about that, but it really wouldn't surprise me. Use ChatGPT for homework? Bad idea. I mean, I guess it does go to say something, like somebody was saying, what does it say about the standards of homework that ChatGPT can pump out like a C- grade essay? Like, doesn't that mean we should have higher standards for our education? But at the same time, I'm like, man, like, you didn't learn anything. Like, people can do what they want. Like, people can use ChatGPT. I don't think they're evil people for doing it, but I do think it's dumb. Like, that's just... I don't like it. I just don't like it. I need to really use it for is like spell check stuff and restructure sentences he wrote for clarity. Yeah. Like there's a podcast I listen to where one of the hosts is just like, oh yeah, when I was doing this thing I asked ChatGPT if this thing was true, and I'm like, ChatGPT isn't a search engine. Why are you asking it things like that? That's not how it works. It just makes shit up, because it doesn't know. Hello, Bobby. Favorite TTRPG? Sorry, I don't play any. Monopoly. The technical term is hallucinations, but that implies that it has like a brain. AI is the future, whether you like it or not. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna fall into a sort of niche. Like, people really don't like AI-generated content. Like, even if they don't know it's AI-generated, like, a lot of the times they're like, yeah, this isn't well written, or this isn't well constructed, I don't really like this. And maybe it'll improve in the future, but I kind of don't think that movies are gonna be written by AI anytime soon. What started me on this ASMR stuff? I listened to an ASMR that was like so shoddily done. I was like, I could do this better. And then I did. That guy still has more subs than me though. He's a very soothing voice. And by that I mean he couldn't act his way out of a paper bag. No shade though. Like, I listened to his videos, but I was like, I could do better. Yeah, I mean, I wish AI could do stuff other than art, because we have people for that. I do appreciate the AI that can, like, detect cancer and stuff. That's cool, but generative AI is not super helpful. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you could make a whole lot of money off of AI except for using it to replace artists, but that AI can't really, like, do a consistent art style, so I don't know. I feel like in the end you're not going to save much money with it. Harsh? Yeah. I'm a mean bitch. Listened to your videos and thought I could do better. I think you do better. Listen, I don't have a charming British accent. Like, at the very least, you're British, So you got that going for you. Voice is dangerous for me. If I put on your videos, I tend to fall asleep too early. Damn. The relaxer. There's AI used in spraying crops that specifically targets weed. Yeah, like weeds, not weed. There are definite uses for AI in a lot of different spheres, but generative AI is less useful. The Sebastian charm, absolutely. Love that guy. Soon human generated is going to be a selling point like eggs with free range hens. Yeah, I mean, there are people that take it way too seriously though. There are some artists that I follow that have been accused of using AI generation in their artwork, even though they don't. Like, one artist literally started uploading speed paints just to prove that she actually drew that shit. Season 4 Black Butler was awesome. I didn't watch it. I feel like I have to rewatch Season 1, but then Season 1 is, like, not even based on the manga anyway, so I don't really know where to go to get, like, the canon story entirely in the anime. We gotta do, like, Book of Murder, Book of Circus, then there's the movie where they go on the ship. I'm kind of lost on the story currently. I think there will be AI drill sergeants / drill instructors in the future. Probably not. Because, like, if a computer yells at you, it's not nearly as frightening as, like, a dude yelling at you. This is my favorite anime. Lucky Star. I don't want to say the vampire dies in no time just because I've been obsessed with it lately. The source material is not that amazing or well drawn, but the anime like really sharpened things up and like condensed the story so it makes a lot more sense, so they did a great job on it. I'm just gonna say that. Comparing the manga to the anime, I'm like, wow, they really did a good job with the anime. Especially if this was the source material. Dude Yells at You is also my favorite anime. Which one is that? What the fuck is this? Pitch Black Horror, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Damn, okay. This is fucked up. It's the one where a dude yells at you? Yeah, makes sense. Happy Halloween, Pixel Winter Fox. So, like, when you guys are considering what to put on your walls, what do you think is better? This is like kind of an anime nerd only question because I think regular just like non-anime fandoms don't have these, but like a poster or a wall tapestry. I feel like wall tapestry wins. I mean, I guess depending on where you live, you might not be able to poke holes in the wall to hang them up, but wall tapestries, you don't have to worry about them getting crinkled like the poster, because you just roll them up. Arson or grand larceny? I do like when things are on fire. Favorite video game? Or if you're bad at asking questions. I don't know, you don't have to ask anything. Favorite video game? Video game. Probably Hollow Knight. Go to a local arts fair and see what they have. I'm going to, I think it's this weekend. It's some sort of, like, winter festival where they have, like, dog and horse shows. I don't know what it's about, but I'm gonna be there. Am I dressed up as? I'm Mayoi. The Mayoi ISA. I get a scream? I'm not gonna scream. I'll do a yeah. There you go. You go play guitar outside? Depends. You gonna play Wonderwall? Pet all the horses? I don't think they let you pet show horses. I'm Phantom of the Idols. Phantom of the ES. I was actually watching a bit of Phantom of the Opera the other day. I turned it off like halfway through though, because I was like tired. Great movie. Far too many notes for my taste, and most of them about Christine. All we've heard since we came is Miss Daaye's name. That's when I shut it off. Ever seen a Shire horse? Are those the tiny ones? What's the loudest sound you ever heard me make? Probably one of the times I hit the mic by accident. ASMR fake gets a noise complaint while recording. Funnily enough, I've never gotten a noise complaint for anything I've done here. The only time I've ever gotten a noise complaint was because of my nephew. Because he barks really loud. But, yeah, nobody's ever even, like, knocked on my door and been like, hey, can you stop yelling? Or, hey, can you stop dancing? It's usually because I do these things in the afternoon when everyone's away. Shire horse are the massive ones. Well, that's a bit of an oxymoron, isn't it? Why would the Shire be big? Do you consider this Phantom a tsundere or yandere? Yandere, obviously. Like, literally, I don't know how it goes in the play, but in the movie, he brings Christine down to his lair, which is, like, just his impossible lair. Like, how could that possibly exist? And nobody find it. But he brings her down there, and he shows her a mannequin of her in a wedding dress. Total yandere. Shires existed before the Lord of the Rings. Bullshit. Yeah, to his sex dungeon. He has a nice bed, though. I saw that, like, fancy-ass bed he put her on after she passed out after seeing the wedding dress, and I was just like, damn, can this guy kidnap me? I can't sing as well as she can, though. Is somebody don't think the word Shire came from the Lord of the Rings? No, I don't. I just think it's associated with that now. Because it deserves to be. Oh yeah, my nephew is a dog. He's not a yellow lab. He's a doodle. It's a terrible mix. Like, let's be real. Golden Retriever, already a high energy dog. Poodle, hunting dog. Put them together, he never runs out of energy. A terrible idea for a dog. The only reason my sister got him is because they're supposedly good for allergies. But if you wanted that, you could just get a regular poodle. Booth audio involving a sex dungeon? Never, because I don't even know how those work. They do look cute. They are pretty cute. Bad mix, though. Poodle's a hunting dog? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Somebody look that up. Earlier Christianity, hell was meant to be a temporary place. It's not anymore, though. It's like, you know, when Christians say, like, you're gonna go to hell, they mean forever. They mean that. Pure breeds are inbred. That's true. I mean, mixed breeds are good, but, like, doodles are like those luxury mixed breeds that don't make any sense. Mario Kart music? What did you put on? Twisted Mansion. Of course. Poodles were indeed hunting dogs. I knew I was right. That's why I love swimming so much. I think your vibes are so rancid you deserve to be set on fire forever, yeah. Took me years to realize I had religious trauma. Vibes. I think like, listen, I don't like religion, and I'm still holding a grudge, but I don't think I have religious trauma because I never really took anything they were saying seriously. I was just like, yeah, hell sounds bad, whatever, this is so boring. I can entertain myself by counting how many times I can yawn in a single mass. It was over 60. At least Oscar doesn't bark to the point the neighbors complain, but he does, though. He does. They're water dogs, they hunt their bags in water, they catch fish. Oh my god, Fisherman Oscar. Oscar the Fisher Dog. Catholic Church is literally out there creating false idols. Yeah. His name's Jesus. Fake the kind of kid to ask the priest to back the Bible up with a source. I mean, I keep hearing stories about when people were kids, they're like, yeah, I asked a question about, like, if God is good, then why do people go to hell? And, like, you know, basic stuff that Christians should be able to defend in their own theology, but never seem to be able to. So when a kid ends up asking questions, they just get really angry at them. That's always the move, right? A kid asks too many questions that are really obvious about how the religion works, and instead of answering them, they just, like, get mad at the kid or punish them. Wasn't allowed to watch evolution documentaries. Yeah, I have relatives that don't believe in evolution. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I remember, listen, I was on Our Atheism back in the day, in, like, high school, and there was this interesting, I don't know if it was quite true, a post that was just, like, a paragraph with, like, a gradient over it that was fading from, like, red to blue, and in the middle it was kind of purple, but there was no time when it was, like, specifically one color or the other in the middle, and it was meant to be a comparison of how evolution works. And I was like, wow, that's a really interesting point. Like, that helps me understand it a lot better. And then I'm, like, driving with one of my family members in a car, and they're just like, yeah, I don't know, evolution sounds made up. Like, we didn't come from monkeys. And I was like, oh my god. Like, even as a teenager, I was like, you cannot be fucking serious. Are you serious right now? You're an adult. You're an adult in my life, and you think that we just appeared magically? Please. I'm sorry, I get so cranked about this. I know we're supposed to respect people's sincerely held religious beliefs. I'm real bad at it. I'm just like, but it's not real, though. Why would you believe it if it's clearly not real? I'm a problematic fave. This is so cringe, I know. Oh my god, no. When I breathed too heavily, my button came undone. God damn it. Power of my fucking tits. Fucking... I gotta... Don't look. fuck's sake. These clasps are impossible. God damn it. Has that been undone this whole time? That's so embarrassing. Happy Diwali, yeah. I don't want to get into politics again, but it sounds like a fun time. Diwali sounds like a fun time. I tried to see if there were any events for it near me, and there weren't. You can look now. Getting this tilted just talking about it, there might be a deeper issue there. I'm just kind of a persnickety bitch. To replace religion with conspiracy theories. Yeah, see? That's also the problem. I mean, to be fair, I think it's fair for me to get tilted about, like, you know, the religion that's, like, controlling governments. At least it didn't happen outside. I'm wearing a tank top under this. It's green and white. I got Alan Wake 2. Oh yeah. Isn't treating conspiracy theories as religion how ancient aliens started? I mean, yeah. Slowly but surely becoming a Scientologist. That's a religion too. They believe in crazy shit there. I mean, I guess it's not any more crazy than Christianity, but still. Religion that's controlling governments. Communism. Crab's tinfoil hat. Yeah. It's just like, I live in a country. Like, people try to claim that, like, Christianity is being attacked and whatnot. But I live in a country where everybody gets Christmas Day off. And it's not like that for any other religion. Like, nobody's getting any of, like, the Jewish celebrations off or any Islamic traditions off. It's just the Christian ones. Christmas and Easter. If that doesn't go to show who's running things, I don't know what does. Yeah, I live in a country. I live in a society. Gets weird when we mix religion and conspiracy theories. I mean, a lot of people that believe in conspiracy theories are very religious. We live in a country. The faker. Mayoi was the Joker all along. He's got the purple. Is it bad day off? I don't think it's bad that we get a day off at all. It's bad that it's specifically for one religion that's held in higher regard than all the other ones. Like, when they put that holiday in the books, in the government, they're not like, oh, it's just a civil holiday. They have those, just like a civil holiday that everybody gets off if you work an office job. But they don't call it that. They call it specifically Christmas. Everybody gets Christmas Day off. So no idea how aliens fit in with Christianity or God's plan. I don't know. Are Christians allowed to believe in aliens? Or do they think they're all going to hell because they don't know about God? Day off is a day off. We ain't complaining. Oh, actually, I was thinking about this. This is a little bit dicey, but it's just my opinion on it. There, in recent years, there's been a bit of a movement to stop doing Canada Day because, you know, colonialism, bad, whatever. And I'm like, I don't think it would be a bad idea if, like, we were to call it something else, but the only way to make that work is if you're not a bummer about it. And I know colonialism is a bummer, but if you tell people that, like, they're not allowed to have a day off or they can barbecue and hang out with their families, they're not going to agree with you. If you're going to replace it with something else, you got to replace it with a celebration. So, like, yeah, maybe you don't call it Canada Day anymore, but there are still fireworks, people still get together, people still barbecue. Barbecue is very important here. And, yeah, if you're going to replace it, You gotta do it with something that's, like, uplifting. Because if it's a downer, no one's gonna agree with you. Even though I think we are, I don't know, decades away from, like, Canada Day being called something else, even being on the table. Used to be Empire Day? Damn, I didn't know about Empire Day. Commonwealth Day. Yeah. They had to cancel it and celebrate the day they canceled it? Yeah. You to know barbecue is as important in Canada as it is in Texas. Listen, if you're going to a Canada Day celebration, there's always going to be barbecue hot dogs. Maybe hamburgers if you're lucky, but, you know, if it's summer, everybody wants to cook outside. Just like every Canada Day event I've been to, they always sell hot dogs. And they are barbecued. I think we ran out of music. Oh no, wait, I think there's a bit left. Wait, I know this song. What is this tune? What is this tune? It's 4 a.m. from Animal Crossing New Leaf. I wouldn't call that spooky, but vibes. People have been replacing Thanksgiving with other holiday terms? Yeah. What's it like in the Great White North? Concerning. But we talked about politics earlier. You're obligated to get your cat a present? Of course. Obviously. When I hear barbecue, I think of brisket, ribs, and sausage, not hot dogs and hamburgers. Well, I mean, you can do those here, but when you're thinking about, like, simple stuff you might make on a grill or, like, the shitty barbecue you might have in your backyard, it's pretty much just hot dogs and hamburgers. Maybe corn if you're feeling fancy. Doesn't Canada have caribou? Sure, but we don't really eat that. Well, I don't. I don't think you could find it in a regular grocery store. It's a bunch of 20-somethings bitching about our decaying world. Listen, I like to talk in front of a camera. I may have lost the touch in recent years, but I'll still be yapping. I think I'm a lot better at live streaming than I was, 7 years ago. This has always been me, just on a shitty webcam in a corner. Like perhaps this corner here. And I would play video games and swear a lot. Not even trying to emulate the angry video game nerd, it's how I was raised. Every time I swear, my parents are like, since when do you do all that swearing? And I'm like, it's like, they're wondering where I picked it up from. Meanwhile, I don't think I could go a single day in my house growing up without hearing extremely loud profanity. Usually not for a good reason, so go figure, it rubbed off on me. I always had a dream of moving to Canada, not for any real reason. My skin just can't handle Southern American heat. I mean, I don't know, if you go into the northern states, the weather's pretty equal, so get your ass to Michigan or something. I don't know US states. Vermont has mountains, I think. In another life, I could have been a news anchor. A very vulgar one. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. Did you decide to keep your face a secret on this channel? It's just, I guess, maybe pattern recognition or just the knowledge of myself. Like, on my old channel, the only videos that ever got big were the ones that did not show my face. And when I started this channel on a whim, I was like, okay, well, I'm just doing audio, like, it's an audio medium. I don't need to show my face at all. And then as I started doing that and posting every day, I gained a lot of subs really fast, so I was like, well, clearly something's working here, and it seems to be my voice more than my looks, so I guess I'm just gonna keep this thing a secret, because if anybody saw it, they'd just be like, oh, you're average to not that great looking, so not interested. Psychopaths? Yeah, I like that. It was pretty good. Should know exactly why. What? The fuck's going on in Vermont? The last 5 minutes. Oh yeah, good way to end the playlist. It's just the final hours of Majora's Mask. How about video game music to go trick-or-treating to? It's Behind You, Club Penguin. Classic. You're probably pretty. I don't know about that. They suggest songs. No, I'm just playing mixes that are probably not copyright claimable. You're gonna call me a nerd? Yeah. It's like that time when, what's his face? Dream, the Minecraft guy, he revealed his face and he just looked like any average guy. Like, he looked normal. I'll stake my claim in this. The Dream guy just looks normal. He looks average. But the first thing people were saying was like, oh, he's ugly. He certainly didn't look anything like people thought he would look like, right? Did people think he was blonde? I feel like people thought he was supposed to be blonde, but he wasn't. I could be misremembering. It's MatPat. Oh my god, I've been MatPat this whole time. I actually live in... oh, wherever the fuck he lives. He probably lives in California or some shit. Rich asshole. Isn't that owned by Disney? Ooh, you could be right. I could be getting fucked. No, there's only one song that's noticed here, and that's Cerebral from Plants vs. Zombies. Okay. Whatever, I'll take the hit on that. This is Waltz of the Booze from Super Mario Galaxy. You know, there is a thing, Nintendo doesn't really like you uploading their music wholesale, but they won't copyright claim their music if it appears in videos because that's just gameplay. My guys with brown hair is like one of the lowest common denominators. Case in point. We were arguing about this like on another stream. Isn't black the most common hair color? Most Western video game main characters are white guys with brown hair. Yeah. I can picture the cover art right now. It's BioShock. And then Call of Duty. Wait, BioShock Infinite, actually. Not... the original BioShock wasn't like that. I think that guy was blonde. And then Resident Evil. It's the spookiest day of the year, except for Black Friday. They're still trying to make that a thing here. I'll take Cyber Monday. Not a bad time at all, but, No, we don't do that here. I'm not gonna accept it. Not a stock white guy because I look like a huge dork. Then you're a stock anime protagonist. Oh god, I never continued watching that like Farming in Another World anime. That was really bad, but man, they really went out of their way to make the main character look as generic as possible. Just a dude with short black hair. He's not even wearing like a unique outfit. He's just wearing like fantasy video game peasant wear. It was so lame. I'm just like, you know, you're trying to make this guy appealing, but I guess he's also meant to just be an audience surrogate, so he just looked so generic. Friends tell me my hair is very dark brown. I say it's black. Gotta get them emo points. You can't be a true emo if your hair is dark brown. It's gotta be black. It's behind you. Oh no, it's Gruntilda's lair. I forget, the readout keeps messing up. I gotta check it manually. Boo. Nobody look, I'm drinking water. I have to drink this so carefully. Paranoia. Don't catch me watching them generic male anime characters unless it's SAM. Okay, actually, I remember, I know what the main character of SAO looks like because I watched those, like, videos breaking down the whole series back in the day. There was a post on Tumblr that was, like, generic anime guy list. Just, like, a bunch of photos of generic anime dudes. And people were like, oh yeah, like SAO. But the SAO guy wasn't even in it. The hell? What is this? Oh, you posted it twice. Okay, I got confused. It was a repeat. Okay, fair. Thank you for having a sniper's aim. The Banjo-Kazooie having a character called Grunty feels like a pun on the voice acting, yeah. Oh yeah. You know, on that anime merch reseller website, they sell like actual like towels with anime characters on it, and I feel like that's going a step too far. Like, it's one thing to wear a shirt or to buy a wall tapestry, but like to actually like dry yourself off with an anime character, I feel like that's too much. At least for me. Girl that died in season 2 of SAO. I mean, you're gonna have to be way more specific. Don't a lot of people die in SAO? Isn't that the whole point? You'd buy one? That's okay. Maybe never got Len via Throne. Yeah, I'm still pissed about that. I did eventually get them to give me the payout for that, but like, I don't want to actually, like, try to buy it from that website. I think I used that money to buy a Switch shop gift card for Ambiguous. Get the Kaito. No, that went to payout too. I don't know what the hell happened. Do you want me to buy you something to make up for it? Do you have a throne, Mingles? I'll buy you Warhammer figures. Towel's the same level as a body pillow? I'm not gonna go that far. A towel you could at least, like, maybe hang up and display somewhere. A body pillow is a very specific thing. You're not famous enough? I think I can, like, give you a key to get in. Like, you're allowed to, like, recommend certain people on the platform. I think I might be able to do that. Always felt bad for towels with faces. Yeah. I mean, you know they're not real, but it just, like... It kind of, like... It's a face, you know? You might like the game Hades. I beat it already. Don't tell me anything about Hades 2, by the way. Not touching it until it's done. Early access my ass. Like, for real. As though they didn't have enough money from Hades 1 to finish it before putting it out. And shadow dropping it, like, ruining other games' releases that were probably trying to plan around that. It's shitty. Is it safe for work or not safe? I don't... Listen, I don't think it matters. Like, just having... Like... Just having a picture of an anime character on a pillow is already gonna, like, label you as weird. Having them be nude is just kind of the cherry on top. It's like, yeah, you might as well. Ever played Skyrim? I did, but I got bored. It was a boring game. Have a nude anime body pillow. Are we gonna start rumors now? Because no, I don't. I'm stretching my fingers. These gloves suck. No. I don't have any anime body pillows. But I'm waiting on an order of an anime tapestry. Actually, 2 of them. Listen, they had gothic style, Ronaldo and Drawluke from The Vampire Dies in No Time, and their outfits were super cute, so I had to get that one. And then there's another one where it's like Valentine's Day themed, which was also super cute, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get that one too. I also bought a pin of John the Armadillo, because he was really adorable. Super cute mascot character. Yeah, with a nude, it's like, at least you're being honest. But at the same time, I kind of get people that, like, they like these anime characters, but they want to be, like, demure about it? I don't know. That's what someone who has one would say. Look, I do have a body pillow, I admit that freely, but it's, like, soft. It doesn't have anything on it, it's purple, and it's soft. I got it at a Walmart. Okay, what song is this? Sullied Grace, Kirby Triple Deluxe. Damn, that's pretty hardcore, Kirby. Or they just like them, but not in a sex way. Yeah, there are anime characters that I would cuddle with, but not fuck. Our wonderful membership money, yeah. Actually, that was the money from the booth audios. Because it's a Japanese reseller website, so all the prices were in yen, and I didn't have to convert it because half the money in my PayPal account is in yen. Receive a comment on your opinion on the Vatican mascot. Well, I've talked about this before, but I don't like it because, you know, kawaii religious propaganda. Also, what happened to not liking idols? Hypocrites. My favorite video I made. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I think I did a really good job with the Manipulative Yandere series. I got a comment on it yesterday that was like, wow, this is like one of the most impressive, like, long ASMR videos I've ever listened to. With, like, with the twists and turns in the story, and I'm like, yes, yes, somebody appreciates my genius. I think I did a really good job with that story. Who would you cuddle with and not fuck? Great question. I don't know. Demure big titty waifu. I'm trying to think of, like, anime characters I like. Oh, actually, you know what? The main character from Hollow Knight, I think they could really use a hug. Vanitas? I wouldn't even cuddle with him. He fucking sucks. It's the Catholic Church. They've always been weird about what's technically idolatry. Yeah. I don't even know, like, what... I was raised some version of Catholicism, but I literally never heard of praying to saints ever. Like, that wasn't a thing. They're just like, yeah, just do your prayers. You're praying to God or Jesus. We never talked about the saints. Like, I knew vaguely some people got sainthood for various reasons, but, like, no one ever prayed to them. Didn't like the Yandere series, that's fair. But it was really good. I did a great job. Man is literally just a dead bug. So... You don't know that the night is devoid of emotion. They're friendly and cute. Whatever. Isn't the MC of Hollow Knight deceased? I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how it works, but shut up. Tiny and cute. I always thought praying to saints was sacrilegious. Yeah, but apparently it's not. I'd literally never heard of it before. Like, until I was on the internet, they were like, oh yeah, you pray to this saint for the lost things. You pray to this saint for injuries. And I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Yeah, they're not an emotionless dead bug to me. They care. Catholic Church is like the oldest church. I mean, I guess if you're calling it a church, yeah, but there are religions that are way older. What's it called? It's the oldest still living religion. The Indian one. You know what I mean. Man's never heard of a temple before. Yeah. I mean... Hinduism. That's older. It's literally older. I don't think Zoroastrianism is really practiced that much in the modern day, but sure. Point is that he can't be allowed to feel. I missed so fucking much in the story of Hollow Knight. I don't get it. I'm not talking about the Hollow Knight as in like the big guy you fight. I'm talking about the main character. What are they even called? You do not, under any circumstances, have to hand it to the Catholic Church. The Epic of Gilgamesh, it was okay. Yeah, we didn't do it for you. Just pray generically as it's easier? Yeah, I guess so. There were plenty of older religions, but then the Catholics said, nuh-uh. Yeah, that is kind of how it went. Oh, I do... Okay. Straight up, if there's any religious holiday I'm willing to give it to, other than Christmas, because I kind of went off with the lights and shit, it's Pancake Day. Pancake Day fucking rules. I'll give him Pancake Day. Oh my god, a cat. Whose cat is that? What the fuck? Hello? Haunted Fortress 2. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. hell is Pancake Day? I don't... It's got something to do with Ash Wednesday. I don't really know how it works. What was it like? I think... I don't remember. Whatever. Shrove Tuesday followed by Ash Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know why you eat pancakes before Ash Wednesday. I don't remember, but... Fuck yeah, pancakes. It's still practice. Freddie Mercury was Zoroastrian? Huh. Well, there you go. Ma, there's a weird-looking cat in the song. Implying that praying requires more effort than just sitting there. Yeah, for real. It's like people that are like, oh, I prayed about it. And I'm like, okay, so you just sat there for a bit? Like, what are you talking about? I have some pancakes in my fridge, but they're like pumpkin spice. They're alright. Ooh. What's this little number? Dun, dun, dun. Yo, Vampire Killer, Castlevania. This song fucking rules. Get down and kill Dracula. It's the last day before Lent. Oh, right. I knew it had something to do with Lent. I just wasn't sure if it was before or after it. But yeah, we do the pancakes and then Lent starts and they put ash on your forehead. For no fucking reason. Sorry. I didn't mean to get all, like, vulgar there. Even though I've been vulgar this whole time. Just, you go to church. Like, I went to a Catholic elementary school, so we had to, like... go to church. Like, they took us out of school to attend church, where the priest just, like, puts his hand in some ashes, don't know where they came from, and he just draws a cross out of ashes on your forehead, and then you just have that for the rest of the mass, and you gotta clean it off later. I don't get it. Shrove Tuesday. Okay. Like someone I grew up Baptist and they said, I'm so sorry. That sounds right, though. Listen, I'd like it if somebody sympathized with me. I'm like, yeah, I grew up Catholic. My parents made me go to church. If somebody said, like, oh, I'm sorry, that sounds really hard. Like, I'd feel a bit seen. Like, thank you for acknowledging that I didn't like being forced to do this thing my entire childhood. Ash is just like pocket sand from the King of the Hill. You just laugh at me. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Whenever I'm like, yeah, I hated being forced to go to church as a kid, everyone's like, yeah, but that's normal. Like, suck it up. I don't know. Somebody acknowledged that I had to spend, like, a stupid amount of my childhood being forced to engage with fake bullshit. Maybe that explains my name. I'm taking it back. Grew up with non-religious parents. Yeah, I fucking wish I did. My parents had, like, arguments over baptisms and shit. Like... And not even about, like, over whether or not to baptize me, but where to baptize me. Like, which church was the best place to do it. Like... Yeah, I managed to get out of being Catholic in high school, technically. Like, my mom started getting disillusioned with the church because of all the reports of sexual abuse by priests coming out, so by the time I was in high school, we pretty much never went to church anymore, which was nice. And also, I ended up not going to a Catholic high school because I was like, I don't want to wear a uniform. Like, if I had told my parents, I don't want to go to the Catholic high school because I don't believe in God, which I'm pretty sure I still believed in God at the time, like, they would have been like, oh, you're going. But because I told them, I don't want to have to wear a kilt every day, they were like, okay, well then try to get into the public high school. I wrote a letter to, like, the principal of the public high school that I got into. I was like, please don't make me go to Catholic school. I told my mom I didn't believe and she legit had a breakdown. You're braver than I am. I've never told my parents. I've, like, vaguely alluded to the fact that I don't believe, but I think if I ever just straight up said I'm an atheist, they would disown me. And I don't have time to deal with that. Like, whatever. They don't go to church anyway. Now. Had to try and get into a high school. No. It was... See, I was in a Catholic elementary school, and that was a feeder school for a specific Catholic high school. And I don't know how it works. It's just around here, like, your elementary school determines what high school you go to unless you specifically apply to go somewhere else. So I had to apply to go somewhere else. And I wrote a letter to make sure they would let me in. Yeah, the school that was just assigned to me was a Catholic school. So I was like, no, I don't want to go to this one. Being disowned is a big L. My family has a lot of, like, big L opinions that I'm not willing to argue with them on because I do technically need their help with things. Oh, is this Castlevania again? That's pretty good. Ours are based off the area you're in. I don't know. Just had, like, the feeder school system. It's like, this elementary school goes to this high school. Ever went to church camp? No, I just went to, like, a regular summer camp. That was fun. People thought certain cabins were haunted. They weren't, though. Theater school. I did do a focus program for half a semester, but that was based on film. I picked up a free copy of Adobe Premiere Elements from there, and that really got me set on the path of making terrible YouTube videos. It wasn't a copy they gave me, just like one of the dudes in the class had pirated Adobe Premiere Elements and he was like, hey, do you want a copy? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. To make a point of, like, how long ago that was, we weren't allowed to film, like, we had good cameras, but we weren't allowed to film in HD because the computers couldn't handle editing HD footage. Favorite videos of yours is the Neko ones? But, like, which ones? The Neko listener or like, I'm the Neko? It's like with the Catholic thing, you could have exorcised the haunted cabin like a Canadian Van Helsing. Okay. Pirating Adobe products is never looked down upon. Unless you're Adobe. Either one, okay. My church camp had an absurd amount of staff, almost one guy per 3 kids. Well, that's better than your average daycare, honestly. Like, I think if you are looking after young kids, the more adults you have on staff, the better. It's way better than those daycares where it's like 1 caretaker to 10 kids. I went to summer camp. Yeah, some of us were well off financially. I grew up middle class, and I'm not ashamed of it. I hate this. Fucking look at what's going on with these pinky fingers. These don't fit at all. horrible gloves. I'm probably going to take these off and have some kind of rash later. Summer camp isn't really a thing here. We don't have summer. Oh, bummer. Summer bummer. You're an atheist, but do you believe in any supernatural things? I don't, but I wish they were real. It's like, logically I know ghosts can't exist, because that's impossible. But I wish ghosts exist. I know demons aren't real, but I wish demons were real, because that'd be cool. A dude with horns, or like a person who's like all spectral and spooky, that'd be fucking sick, but they're not real. So. Literature is, yeah, I mean, there are plenty of people who like read religious texts who don't believe it at all just because they find the stories interesting. Like how humans explained away certain phenomenon before they knew what science was. I know there are people who read the Bible specifically so they can ship Jesus and Judas, but I shouldn't talk about that because the last time I talked about shipping Jesus and Judas, I lost a lot of subscribers. Like, so fucking many. It was downright scary. I was like, holy shit, I didn't think I would lose this much from doing a shitty meme video about a nun or a priestess who happens to ship Jesus and Judas. Good lord. They did not like that. Like, usually I feel pretty free to discuss any topic I want, and, like, people know me, so, like, they don't leave. But that one in particular, that was... everybody fucking hated that one. I don't believe in the supernatural, but I'm too chicken to mess around with any of that stuff. Oh, yeah, like, it's that Tumblr post, like, I don't believe in ghosts, but like when it's dark, it's like, what if Five Nights at Freddy's is at the fridge? Like I'll get thirsty in the middle of the night and go out to the kitchen to get some water, and I'm like, but it's dark. Saw an episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved, and I swear that one was a real ghost. Which one? I'm pretty sure I've seen every episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved. What episode was it? I think the ones that ship them do it unironically too. Well, obviously. Why would you ship it ironically? I don't ship it because, like, I don't care about them, but, like, you know, kind of like a lovers to enemies situation. Betraying Jesus with a kiss. I can't talk about it anymore. People are gonna unsubscribe, but, like, come on, it makes sense, right? Miss Unsolved, yeah, the new show they have, just, it's not as good. I don't know. It was based on the Bible. Ghost sightings can't be taken seriously anymore when, yeah, everybody carries a 4K camera everywhere. It's like Bigfoot. Not many people spotting Bigfoot these days. Bad watcher went greedy. I thought it was really foolish of them to do that. I understand, I feel like they just mismanaged their money, to be honest. That kind of seemed like what it was to me. But they already had a Patreon and everything. Why did they need to make it a subscription service? There's no way they made more money by doing that. I can appreciate them, like backtracking and being like, okay, we're not gonna do this, fine. But I still think it was a really foolish decision to make. Bigfoot existed, someone would have shot one by now. Imagine if the Pope was secretly a subscriber who unsubscribed because he got offended by Jesus X Judas ASMR. Well, he is homophobic, we know that. Because he runs the Catholic Church. Jonathan and David were right there in the text. Listen, I didn't read the book. I had two, like, the Bible for Kids books when I was a kid, which doesn't really make any sense. Like, it was the Bible, but like kind of rewritten to be easier for a kid to read. But it was still just as violent. Like, they still showed Jesus getting crucified in the picture book, so I don't know how that makes it for kids. There was, yeah, that Bible picture book for kids that I like to read a lot because, you know, they're fun stories and fun pictures. But there was also one that was Bible stories for girls, specifically. And one of the stories they told in there was some little girl got possessed by a demon and started acting out. I don't remember how they resolved it in the end, but it's very bizarre that, like, a cutesy The Bible for Girls book that was very pink and whatnot had a story about a little girl getting possessed. What the hell is this? Egad's Lab, okay. A video essayist music. They lost a lot of goodwill even though they backtracked. Yeah, I just feel like they didn't know how to manage their own business. I don't think it was genuinely malicious. Like, they weren't being greedy. They just... They're running low on money because they don't know how to run a business. People were pointing out that their Let's Play videos have, like, a production staff with like 12 people when you really don't need that to make a video of 2 dudes playing Minecraft. It's me whilst I code my watch. What else can you put on it though? Like, it shows the time. Are you gonna change it so that it has anime girls on it? Aliens got confirmed by the US government. Ghosts and cryptids are tied. It doesn't make sense, but keep showing up and it's getting weird. I don't know about that. Also, the US government didn't confirm aliens. They confirmed that there are unidentified flying objects that are going through the sky and they don't know where they came from. The most, like, logical conclusion is they're admitting that foreign, like foreign planes exist. Followers start wearing bear trap. Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it. I mean, crosses were just, like, a really shitty way of executing people back in the day. Oh my god, it's been almost 3 hours. God, I can yap. I didn't even eat any of the candy. Now it's well past dinner. What should I have? This last pope changed the stance on gay sexuality of the Catholic Church. I don't know. If that's the case, why does he keep saying slurs? Eat Halloween candy for dinner? I don't actually have any. Well, it's not Halloween candy, it's just regular candy. Maybe I'll make cookie dough and eat that. I haven't done that in a while. Oh, this is like serious, like dramatic. What is this? Halloween bully? Is that like that GTA clone, but with a kid? Weird. Need some Reese's? I don't like peanut butter. Maybe the Pope is gay and reclaiming them? Okay. Aliens confirmed thing was just them acknowledging that they've received reports of UFOs that they weren't responsible for. Yeah, so like, there could be foreign planes in US airspace. That's literally all they admitted. I feel like needing religion to validate your sexuality is kind of weak. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to tell people how to live their lives, but every time I see somebody on Tumblr, they're like, Yeah, I'm gay, but I'm Catholic. I go to a really good church and they're really open and accepting, and I'm like, okay, so you're just kind of admitting you're making up your own religion there because the main one doesn't even support you. Like, sure, fine. You've made up your own version of the religion, but that doesn't mean that, like, you are accepted in it. It just, like, it just feels silly. I bully any kids trying to trick or treat? Maybe. All that's stopping you from kissing boys is God? Yeah. You gotta kiss boys. They didn't even confirm that there were UFOs, just the people reported them to them. Yeah. Overblown. Aliens better be hot or know how to create food out of nothing. Like a replicator? God, I hope so. I don't know. Like, I guess it would be kind of silly to assume that aliens would look like humans. More likely, they probably look like crabs, but I don't know. When they get to, like, which planet's moons are they exploring? The one that's covered in ice? I mean, they're probably not going to find, like, whole-ass monsters there, like that one movie, predicted, but, they might find, like, microscopic organisms. So that would be life on another planet, which would be pretty fucking sick. Yeah, Europa. Gotta love Europa. Great moon. There might be creatures. Not like sentient creatures, but there might just be creatures, which I'd be interested in. Oh, you know what'd be amazing? Like, actually incredible? If they do figure out, like, how to grow food on Mars, it would be the only place in the galaxy where you can have fruit but no fruit flies. That'd be amazing. It'd be the one place you never have to worry about, like, a fly buzzing around when you're making your food. The possibilities. That's why we should go to space, to go to a place without fruit flies. I hate them so much. Wanting to fuck aliens doesn't make you a monster fucker, it just makes you normal. Yeah. I think the correct term is xenofucker. There are very different, like, there are specifics you can get into in the monster community. Like robo fucker, alien fucker, monster fucker, you know. Yeah, xenophile. Fly racist, I don't like them. They're a problem for me. A planet where you can die from literally everything in it, your biggest concern is fruit flies. It's not my biggest concern. I'm just saying that if you're going to a brand new planet and you're figuring out how to live there, at the very least you don't have to contend with the local wildlife or bugs. Because there's nothing there. It's not easy. But, you know, you can do it. One-way trip, that's gotta be an easy sell. Like, trying to find somebody who's astronaut quality to go there, tough, but I don't think there would be any shortage of people willing to give it all up to be the first people on Mars. It'd be kick-ass. But that's not gonna happen for, like, decades, so... Trump created the Space Force? What do those guys even do? Like, what was it? I think it was a Jacob Geller video that was like, yeah, I think it was Reagan, the US government was actually trying to research an orbital space laser, even though that's, like, impossible, right? They're like, yeah, we're gonna research this thing and make it real. It never happened. They take up space. Contend with the radiation? Yeah, fair enough. But that guy in The Martian made it work. That was a documentary. Good movie. That was Reagan era? Yeah, the Star Wars program. Jesus Christ. Plans for an orbital kinetic weapon, just driving big old tungsten rods from very high up and letting them hit terminal velocity. Most sane Reagan policy? Yeah. My fellow Americans, we are going to blast people from space like it's the fucking Death Star. This is a normal policy for America. It's definitely something that everybody needs, just to blow the fuck out of a nation for no reason. I could be president. Just talk about anything the CIA is confirmed to have done with actual documentation. Yeah, they'll just, like, after a while, they'll just put that shit out there and be like, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing? I almost brought Big Bird on the Challenger shuttle. That would suck, to be in that costume on a plane. Or no, wait. Wait. They're talking about, like, the presidential plane. You're talking about, like... Why would they... Like, the rocket? Like a guy in the Big Bird suit? What do you... How would that even work? Ladies and gentlemen, we have lost Big Bird. Would it be someone in the suit or just like the suit itself strapped in? They couldn't get his fat ass to fit. What the hell? There is a tradition of bringing stuffed animal on flights. Yeah, but fucking Big Bird? They could have just brought a Big Bird plushie. That's like nothing. They were gonna bring the suit. Jesus Christ. Yo, what's this dramatic ass music? Track 8, Vampire Hunter D. Okay. Fascinating. Don't know what that has to do with anything. Big Bird almost fucking died on the Challenger. Oh my god. Then he couldn't have been, like, really devastatingly sad at that funeral. Education and outreach get people interested in space. God. I fucking wish people were interested in space now. I sent a teacher into space instead and she died when the shuttle blew up. Yeah. I went to their museum. They had a special section for the Challenger disaster and I was like, oh... It's real sad. May get VTubers in space or YouTubers? Listen. I always forget every important person's name. Chris Hadfield. I always forget their names when I'm streaming. The Pressure. He shot the first music video in space and that was amazing. So we already have YouTube videos in space, but let's do it again. Remember when they were sending a woman to space for 6 days and NASA thought she would need 100 tampons? I mean, if they wanted to give me 100 tampons, I'd take them, but not into space. Can you imagine? That would be fucking terrible. You're going into space for the first time and your period lines up with it. Like, at that point, you would have to, like, schedule when you're taking your birth control pills so that you don't get your period in space. I'd be so mad if I went to space and, like, the day before I was set to go, I got my period. I would be pissed. Didn't someone try to make the first porn in 0G? I don't recall that, but the physics don't work out for making porn in 0G unless it's, like, solo. Because, like, it's very hard to, like, stay connected to someone in 0G because of the lack of gravity. Yeah. So unless you're jorking it on the space station and filming it, I don't think it's viable. Pornhub had a Kickstarter for it, but it fell through. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it was way too early. We were nowhere close to civilian flights in space yet. Like, even that shit they did with Bezos, like, we were nowhere near that. This is getting weird. Okay, goodbye, Conley. Farewell. Got too weird to talk about porn in space. Yeah, and the cleanup, right? Because any, like, liquid that gets free in space is just floating around. It's kind of ew. Like, you know when you're on a space station, they have to, like, shit in bags, right? It's nasty. Is this Mario Galaxy? Spooky sprint, I love that. Imagine if Bezos died in space. Every day of my life. Good night, Alfie. Everybody's dipping. I should too. I'm getting really hungry. Rather have diarrhea for a week on the space station than play this game. How long has it been? Has it been 3 hours? It hasn't been exactly 3 hours yet, though. For Halloween, I must do this for you. Also, I'm going to advertise. So at the end, buy my audios, send me money. Send me money in yen so I can buy stuff from Japanese reseller websites. I need to buy more tapestries and buttons. Also, perhaps an acrylic stand, because those are extra expensive for some reason. I saw acrylic stands that were like 50 bucks. It's ridiculous. Yeah, speaking of porn, the people who are uncomfortable with it have already left, so why not? What's this combo even devolving into? I don't know. It's kind of fun to, like... I do this sometimes with my thoughts. I'll be thinking of a random thing and I'm like, how did I get on this point? And then I'll go back through my thoughts to see what led to it. Any new ones? No. Haven't felt up to recording any. I buy them all, but I already did that. I know. It's just to remind people that it's there. This is what happens when you don't watch Scary Godmother. I don't know. We did that last year. It gets boring. I'll watch that on my own. Writing one is hard enough, yeah. I do appreciate the script. It's just... oh, the complexities, the art. That's just a lot of pressure. We're able to get to space, but they're trying to raise enough money to shoot the scenes on a jet. Right, you can technically do 0G on a jet, but only for like a minute at a time. That's not long enough. If I was doing an ASMR recording in 0G, Well, I'd probably have difficulties with all the noise from the ship. Like, I know space is silent, but to keep all that stuff running on the ship, there's probably a fair bit of noise going on in there. Plus, like, I don't want the other people in the ISS to hear me, so... Jeez. Maybe I'd, like, do a spacewalk and do the recording in the suit. What can be some kind of suction vent in the room to clear the debris? Yeah. It's like vacuums invaluable on the space station. What would I even do differently in Zero G? I'd float around. It'd be fun. I'd have a fun time floating in space. You don't know. It's going to cost a fortune for as long as they would have to rent it, and that was the reason I think they failed to raise enough. Yeah. Don't say you're getting a new booth. Don't make advertisements for me that my voice can't cash. I don't know yet. God. Do a lot of flips in Zero G? Oh my god, seriously. Like, one of the reasons why you'd want to be at Zero G is to float around and do cool flips. Like, #1 thing to do. Fun in Zero G with your motion sickness? I don't know. Maybe I'd be fine. You don't know. Maybe it'd be fine. I might be fine. I'm never gonna know, though. I don't think I'm ever gonna live to see the day where I could possibly travel in space. I think there will be, like, civilian space flights in my lifetime, but they're gonna be really unpopular and just, like, something you do as a novelty for your Instagram followers because, again, you have to shit in a bag. Yeah, also the launch would be utterly terrifying. Like, have you seen how fast those things go and, like, the astronauts just, like, bracing for dear life in their seats? It's like, I don't think I could handle that. The guy who snuck a gorilla suit onto the ISS. Oh, that was great. That was such a great bit. Best prank in space. Humans are awesome. Anyway. I should stop talking about all this. This is Halloween night. It's the night of Halloween. So I might want to go out and, like, buy some candy or something at a corner store. I have candy. I didn't even get to do, like, my taste test of this random foreign candy I bought, but that's fine. I'll just eat it on my own. I guess I could do, like, a taste test stream around Christmas or something. New Year's Eve. Do you think they're gonna put on the New Year's Eve show this year? They didn't last year. Oh well. Halloween first. I'm gonna head out. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting me and donating to make me wear this costume today. And thank you, Andres, for providing the wig. Probably wouldn't have bought that on my own, so thank you. And goodbye. I'm gonna go eat food. Farewell. I'll just wave until I stop streaming. It's so blurry.